What's going on, guys, and welcome to the first episode in our new journey in Create Your Club as part of FIFA 22's career mode version of the game. So what we're going to be doing today is a little bit of role play to start this journey into Create Your Club. You might be able to tell from my voice that I'm from Newcastle, and we're going to use that in a little bit of a way in the current situation because we've had the takeover in recent times for Newcastle. We're going to pretend that there's a feeder team in the Newcastle area in the Championship, the league below the Premier League, and we're going to take a team from there into the Premier League and hopefully beyond as kind of like a feeder team from Newcastle. So there we go. We're going to replace a team in the Championship, and we're going to be probably getting rid of the lowest rated teams. There's Blackpool there with 2 stars. That is going to be the one that we'll replace. So we will click on Blackpool. Our rival is probably going to be Middlesbrough, just because of the geography in the Championship. And then the fun bit, Kit Cresting Stadium. So customize home kit. Bear in mind, I'm quite new to FIFA career mode this year. I'm a massive user of career mode in past years gone by. I did a lot of Ultimate Team last year, and I'm going back to career mode to see what it's like this year in FIFA 22. So a lot of these new features are brand new to me. I haven't touched career mode yet this year. So if you do enjoy what's coming forward in these set of videos, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell to see what's coming up as well and be notified for that. And drop a like as well. It doesn't cost you anything. Hit that like button right now to support the channel going forward. In terms of our colours, I want to try and avoid anything that's black and white solely, certainly stripes to avoid the Newcastle element. But we are going to go with a neutral colour of medium grey as our primary colour. We're going to pop that with some sky blue. Is that the brightest blue we can get? More like, yeah, we'll go with that. Like a light duck egg there. A tertiary colour of a very light yellow. Is there I thought there was going to be a paler one than that. Let's see. More like a gold. We'll have to go with that. Just for a little bit of pop in the colour. And let's see, because we're in the Championship, we're probably not going to be able to be sponsored. Well, one of the lowest rated teams in the Championship, we're probably not going to be sponsored by Adidas. There's a lot of Adidas kits in here. Some of them are quite nice actually. Some of them look pretty tasty. What else have we got? We have a couple of Umbros and then Nike as well, or Nike depending on where you're from in the world. Jordan, maybe if we get promoted in the big money leagues, that'll be fun. This is really cool. I haven't seen these features before. This is all new to me. We have Puma, which Newcastle have been sponsored with. Not my biggest fan of them. So our options are limited. We have New Balance, a couple of New Balance kits there, though are alright looking. We might, you know what it is, we might go with the Umbro. So 1 or 2 of them. So I think we'll go with this one. It's quite clean looking. Can we get a bit of a spin there? Yeah, it's pretty clean looking. So we'll go that for our home kit. Name and number is probably best if it's white. What does it look like if it's yellow? Actually, you know what? That is wild. I love that. Yeah, we'll go with the yellow. That tertiary colour there. That pops it out really nicely. In terms of our away kit, we can probably have something a little bit wilder. Obviously, again, with Umbro, our options are limited in terms of design. Don't really want to have the stripes. So we're going to have this one horizontal stripe here. And we are going to go with that, the same bright blue, that light duck egg, as the primary colour this time. The secondary, I think we'll have as black, just to like set it out a little bit. And the tertiary, is there even any tertiary colour on this strip? I don't think there is, so it's not going to matter. Oh, it's the Umbro badge. We're just going to keep it as the yellow. So there we go. Name and number on the back is going to have to be black, I think. Yeah. Oh, do you know what it is? If we were Adidas here, there's some absolutely wild strips. These are crazy. So maybe when we get promoted, that'll be quite fun. But now we're going to stick with them, but we'll be modest. In terms of the crest shape, there's a lot of customization this year, which is really fun. Is there anything? But oh wow, look at these pretty already made ones with a Latin. These just generic. No, it's a shame. I thought it was going to have something with Northumberland written on. There's a lot of black and white, which I kind of want to avoid, unfortunately. So we'll have that primary color. Ooh, that's a shame. I thought it was going to be like grey from before. So we'll see what comes with that. EA Sports. There's some random symbols on there. EA Sports FIFA. These are quite fun. Newcastle's famous for its bridges, so I quite like the bridge design. This reminds me of Espanyol. EA Sports FIFA. I'm going to check out these. What's in this section here? I quite like that so far. For the region as well, it represented quite well. Is there anything in these? Yeah, no, we're just gonna have a go with that. So the stadium, we can't have a massive 70,000 seater stadium in the championship here. So we are gonna have a look at something a bit bigger than that. Molten Road looks quite nice. Something that would fit with the fact that we're in the championship as opposed to like South America. I don't like ones with the athletics tracks round. I know this one doesn't specifically, but we want a bowl like that or a ring. Brown lane's okay. Forest Park is like your generic, like Nottingham Forest or Ellen Road type build. I have Ivy Lane, which is quite nice as well. That looks a little bit like Goodison with the beams going down there on that left hand side. 30,000. That might be the one. Ivy Lane. Just have a little look. I like Sanderson Park. I think that's based on the MLS, but we might go with that. 38k, a big championship stadium, and we might build on that next year. So we're going to rename it to. Ooh, let's have a little think. Thinking this Northumberland team is going to be the most northerly football outpost in the UK. So we're going to play on that a little bit. Also because I feel like I'm on the spot. So Outpost Park. Right. Sound. Stands. And if this is something that we can update each season, certainly in terms of the kits, it's going to be a heap of fun. Just like you're getting a brand new contract almost for your sponsors and everything like that. To update the kit and everything, or little stadium upgrades every year, then green mode would be fantastic. I hope that's the case. Stadium color, is there like a grey? Yeah, we're going to use for that. What's dual? These are quite bold colours, aren't they? Probably not going to be using anything here. Yeah, we'll have that grey. Just keep it looking quite industrial. Seat colour, again, we're going to keep as grey. Hopefully we won't notice that because all the seats will be filled. It isn't a grey. We're going to use that sort of duck egg colour there for the seats. Oh, that's quite fun. I like the look of that. Definitely. A little bit of drip in the stadium. We like that. Pitch. I'm going to customize the grass. Look at all these. Some of them are very busy. I don't want to feel dizzy. Tartan's fun, especially for a northern stadium. Probably not that with the American football lines. I'm not a fan of the diagonals. We'll probably stick with a checkered large, if we're honest. Yeah. The line colour we're definitely not going to change. That's been a bit of a thing in Ultimate Team. I hate these different line colours. And we're going to have quite dark grass as well. Well sewn in. The net. Oh my goodness, look at this. Diagonal, black and white, green and white. Didn't think about this when we thought about the colours. Sky blue and white, that looks fun. We'll pop it on there and just in case there's anything more. Sky blue. Vertical blue, white. Vertical single, oh yeah, vertical single, white sky blue. What is that the opposite as well? We're gonna go with that. That's a heap of fun. Big fan of that. The rectangle shape and the meshing. Oh, that's 80s-tastic, isn't it? We'll keep it like that. Right, is that us? No, atmosphere. So, goal song. Oh my days. We might update this later. Deal with it. The crowd chants. We'll go with Dortmund. It'll be nice and noisy. Walkout anthem. Again, we can change this later. Just for now, is there anything? We'll go with Madrid's anthem. Very bold sounding. So is that us? Is that a wrap? I think that's probably a wrap. In terms of the squad, then let's see. In terms of the squad, we're going to have I'd say a 3-star squad. Let's have a look at the ratings. Yeah. So mid-70s we're looking at. We are going to have a young squad. Yeah, we're going to have quite a young squad. And in the championship, to give ourselves a little bit of room, we're going to have 10 million. What expectations? Is not going to be a football giant in the championship. So let's see, domestic success is going to be high. We'll want to get promoted. Critical. Continental success is not going to be an option in the championship. Financial, we want to be financially stable. Brand exposure, so determines the expectation that your club reaches worldwide popularity. Probably not in the championship, need that low. And youth development, we're going to keep as medium for now, with the priority being that we get promoted. And that is us set up. So guys, pre-season tournament invites are looking very nice indeed, considering our transfer budget at 10 mil. We are going to take the easiest looking up. In fact, looking at them, they're all the same sort of difficulty. Are there any rogue squads in there? I love the look of that badge there in the top left. We are going to avoid Celtic. We're going to go with this one, the European Shield. It'll be nice to get a little bit of extra coin for the transfer budget. We have some emails to start with from the board about the European Shield, our commercial targets, which we're going to ignore for now, and our chief exec as well. So a little bit about the youth academy report there. Let's have a little look at the academy and see who's coming through. Oh, look at that. We have Alexander Noble, 16-year-old goalkeeper, a future star by the looks of it, but at the moment he's only 23 rated. How long will it take for him to kick into gear will remain to be seen there, but a potential of 81 and 94. Wow. We have Dragojevic, who is a 15-year-old goalkeeper with a much better overall in the youth academy there. We're going all around the world here with Metin Burggazi. And we are going to just keep these in. There's no one who's looking horrible, so there's no one to just get rid of at all. Anybody with medium or low work rate, so here low we can work on with their development anyway. So that was a mixed bag there. Vision and expectations, we already know because we've set them. In our first scout report, Ethan Gilbert has sent us his initial scouting report. He's found 15 players in England, but we don't know how good a scout, there we go, our guy is going to be. So let's see. His judgment is only 3-star, and we might be able to just deal with that in the Championship, but when we're in the Premier League, we want to boost those scouts' ability as best we can. So we've got very little info on these players here at the moment. In fact, he's not even scouting them at the moment, so we will probably ignore most of these and set our own target. Yeah, we won't be getting Kai Havertz. Something tells me that. Kieran Clark's an interesting one from Newcastle in the twilight of his career. Matthias Klitsch might be a nice option as well, but you'll probably feature for Leeds, to be honest, in their first team the way it is. So what we're going to do for now is take a look at the squad and see exactly who we've got. So going in, we'll ignore the formation for now and just see what we have to work with. In fact, what we're going to do is go into Squad Hub to do that. And a lot of this is quite familiar from last year. So we have 3 goalkeepers, the best of which is 70 rated, and he's 34 years old. So we'll be wanting to bring in some new blood coming through the club. We have 24-year-old 67 rated Njoku, and we have a 30-year-old Diaby who we're probably not going to need. So we will see if we can get a little bit of money for him. Left backs, we have 2, 73 rated, looks like a good player there. Jerome Simon, and we have Lloyd Pierce at 35. We'll probably want an upgrade on the left back situation there. And then we have only 1, 2, 3 centre backs. This guy, Hugh Ashworth, looks like the star of the club, although his contract is expiring in 12 months. So we'll definitely want to keep a hold of him. Prime of his career, 25 years old. Number 4 there as well. So you'll be one to watch. And Aaron Hooper as well, 79 rated. So our 2 main centre backs look really strong. And that's a fantastic thing to see straight off the bat. We have Alex Reese as a backup whose contract is also expiring, but we'll probably want to bring in another centre half. So your suggestions for a Championship level centre half, or maybe even someone on loan, maybe as a backup to Ashworth and Hooper here, would be really good. If you'd like to suggest that in the comments. We'll have Patrick Clancy, right back, and another 37-year-old right back. We'll want another right back as backup for Clancy. There's some age in this squad. I thought it was supposed to be a very young squad. We have a couple of CDMs there. Although this one, Burton, is a youth player and may not get very much game time. Then skipper, Sean Rhodes. Looks like a bit of a veteran, doesn't he? 34-year-old contract expiring as well. Babic as well, 78 rated from Croatia there. So the centre of the part looks good. Looking like quite a nice spine with goalkeeper, 2 centre backs, and central midfielders looking very good so far. Sigurd Schultz, 67 rated. And what are we like on the rings? Nothing here on the right wing to be excited about. But Oliver Solberg can play cam or left wing, which is very interesting. So there we go. On the right wing, we've got Ewan Riley. And then centre forward, 79 rated, bit of a veteran as well, Isaac James. He's going to be retiring at the end of the season. 53 rated, Alexander Dean, youth player. And Oscar Butler. So only the 1 forward, so we'll definitely want to add to that. So I think straight away we're looking for a backup centre back. We're going to be looking for a right back and another centre forward as well. We've got 10 million to play with. We could be using the loan market as well. So do fire out those suggestions. certainly in the comments. It would be really, really helpful. And, you know, even if it's not a suggestion for a transfer, if it's a general comment, pardon me, a general comment or question about the project for the Northumberland Football Club, then just fire out down below. A big part of the channel is me wanting to respond to you guys as much as I can, so we can grow together as the channel. But we're gonna bung with it. We're gonna go in with the five star option here of Azevedo, because it really makes that difference, especially if you send someone out on a scouting mission and you know that it's going to be a great call. So it's going to take a third of our transfer budget, but it is worth it. So there we go. One of the things that I kind of want to look at, just in terms of squad depth and for experience as well, just to see how much he is. Maybe we can get him on loan. Thinking he won't feature too much at the age of 35, but with the skills he has, we might take advantage of him. So we're going to see if we can get him in on loan or on a really cheap deal. It's going to take 6 days to sort him out, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, so we've just been doing a little bit of training here. It's important to try and get these training sessions in well and early, because if you get A's or B's, next time you can just sim them and you don't have to do them and you'll still get the right results. So then we have our first game of the career mode setup here with Northumberland. It's against Lens in France in the friendly pre-season tournament, and we're going to play it just to get a bit of a feel for who these guys are. You can see that we've got some +1s and +2s from the training that we've been doing in midweek. So our first taste of the graphics. Manager's there, looking absolutely swish with his new drips going on. Flash olive suit there, giving the lads the talks that they need. We're playing in Paris. A grand setting for our very first game then. And you know, this is a good chance to get a bit of a flavour to see what the squad is like. Haidara, ex-Newcastle player, of course, suffered an absolutely horrific injury away at Wigan. Very controversial one as well, so good to see him back in action. Gil Kakuta there. And here's Klaus with a bit of pace on that right-hand side for Lens. So obviously we're against a top French division team here in Lens, in the Ligue 1, or the Ligue 1. So we are against superior opposition, so it'd be nice to see if we can be competitive as we get a free kick. And here goes Riley. Not a lot of options for him at the moment. Riley. Lovely ball finds Babic. Looks to the left. But Klaus digs it out.
Well, it's a great piece of goalkeeping. So quick off his line.
Rhodes. Looks for James. Oh, lovely touch from the veteran. It's James. First goal for Northumberland. It's well taken by James, right in the top corner there. And what a nice start there for Northumberland, 1-0. Lovely movement from the veteran. Here goes Klaus on the right hand side. Oh, it's a lovely ball. And dug out by Parry. Lovely save, and the rebound is in. It's for Fofana. Current player of the month, I think, in France. And disappointed with that at the back there. It's the rebound. Ball comes through from Fofana. Keeper does well initially, but Northumberland should have done better on the second ball. With Hooper. James offside. Here goes Hooper again. Northumberland recycle the ball well. Babic into Rhodes. Cut out again. And the long central midfielders are just too strong the second half. As they counter here with Sakota. Clancy. Couldn't get there. Here's Haidara on the left. And this time Clancy does get there. As Riley breaks now. He wants it again. Riley on the overlap, and this is a chance now for Northumberland. Riley running out of stamina, but here he goes all the way. Maybe it's Riley. Oh, past the far post. It was a wonderful effort from the right hand side as he just fires it across there. Here goes Haidara. Fires it in, and the header. Oh, what a save. Great save from Parry. Diving across that far post there. And Sakata looks wearily on as what he could have had. A wonderful header and a fantastic leap by Parry, aptly named. And Rhodes away. James wants it. Oh, back down. We're going to play on. Here goes Riley. James wants it back. It's a nice turn, little burst of pace. And there's James. Oh, what a great hit. 2-1. James gets both goals. And a fantastic piece of experience here. Going one way, then the other, cutting back. And that is going to take the lead for Northumberland in the second half. Just as we thought it might be steering towards a draw. It is 2-1. That's a good one. Simon finds Solberg being quiet the second half. Cuts in on his right. James wants it for the hat-trick. It's James! Oh! He could have had the hat-trick in his first game under the new management. But he's just headed it wide. Wonderful ball from Solberg. And that could have been the game. On a short. Here's Jean. And now Grady. Chance saved again by Parry, and the rebound again has gone in. It's 2-2, and that's so unfortunate. Can't really blame Parry for either goal there. 2 rebounds have gone in, and now can either side get a winner here with just a couple of minutes left? James wants it back. Gets it back. It's James. Oh, great save. That could have been the game again. James there could have had 4 goals today. Oh, he's given away. And what's the keeper done? Madness in the box in injury time. As both sides hunt for a winner now. Lance on the counter-attack. Northumberland watching see where the runs go. There's room on the left-hand side. He chooses not to use it. Time running out now for long. And the ball comes in. It's Jean. Been dug out well by Ashworth, and that is going to be the game. 2-2 it is from Northumberland and FC Long today. So both sides learning a lot about their teams in the first pre-season game of the season. So here we are, guys. We're meeting with Jurgen Klopp. Nothing too much to get excited about, don't worry. We're looking to take a player in on loan. James Milner was going to be way too expensive. We couldn't loan him because he was in the last year of his contract. So we're here to look at Nathaniel Phillips, who isn't really going to be getting a look in at Liverpool. We're probably just going to be looking at him in terms of a basic loan. He doesn't have pace on his side, but he's going to be nice cover for very good centre halves that we have at the moment. We'll take a 2-year loan if that's on offer, Jurgen, with your red shoes. And Jurgen's not too keen on that, actually. He's just want a 1-year loan. So we'll have to go along with that. Quite nice to see the skipper's shirt there on the wall. So in terms of his wages, we don't have a huge budget. We have a 100k budget, which we can fiddle around a little bit with. It would be nice to know what sort of wages he's on. But we're gonna try and haggle a wee. Oh, so there we go. So he's on quite a bit actually. So he's on 44k. I think if we paid about a third, it would be fair. We are, after all, a championship club. Jurgen's not sure about that. He wants a 60-40 split. He's playing hard ball, so we're going to try and meet him a little bit in the middle. Jurgen wants 50-50. We'll try one more time. Get him under 20k. And we're happy. So there we go. There's Nathaniel Phillips in on loan there. Our first signing, albeit loan, of the season for Northumberland Football Club. We're having a little look at John Joe Kenny from Everton. Again, someone who's not getting much of a look in at that right back position. And then Mark Gillespie, just a bit of sentimentality in real life. My ex next door neighbour, fun fact, who isn't getting much of a look in for Newcastle United. And it might be quite kind, role-playing wise, as the parent club, if they could help us out with that. So he's going to cost between 1.5 and 2.1 million, and that's going to take up nearly a third of our remaining budget. I don't really want to do that. A loan or a loan to buy might be more beneficial because he won't be first choice anyway. Awkward that Steve Bruce is in the room. So yeah, a loan to buy might be good. And we'll take a 1-year initial loan with that. So in terms of his wages, he's not on very much, but we'll try lower end. We'll try 30%. And Stevie's not having it. So we'll counter. We'll go 50-50 because he's on low wages. And that looks all right. In terms of his transfer fee, we're going to ask for 1 million and just be bold with that. They won't accept it. He wants 1.4 with a sell on clause of 10%. We'll counter there. At 1.2. Oh, a nice olive suit there. Steve actually wants more, so that kind of sums up Steve Bruce's performance in the transfer market. So he's asking now for more than he initially did. So this might not end well. We are going to edit the sell-on clause because we probably won't be making a lot of money on him anyway, and try and bring Steve down to something more sensible. And he's not having it. So classic Bruce ball there in the negotiations, and that's a bit of a shame. So we'll keep him out there for now and have a look at John Joe Kenny. He might be too expensive. So if we want to have a full blown transfer, it's going to be between 4.2 and 4.65, which is a lot, considering we've only got about 6 million left in the budget after we've been investing in a top quality scout. In terms of a loan, he's in his last year of his contract, so that's not going to work, unfortunately. So I will be needing your input. I'll be very interested to see who you think we're going to be looking forward. I think we're definitely, now that we've got centre half and Phillips, so probably okay there. We certainly need a right back, and definitely options up front for sure to sort of an Isaac James. That's going to be the end of the first episode. If you've enjoyed the content, again, don't forget to like the video, hit subscribe, and bash that notification bell for future updates for next chapters in this journey. I hope you enjoyed part 1 of Team Northumberland's career mode. I'm going to sign out for now, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.